The budget segment of the keyboard these days have been shaken to the core. While even a year ago we could get decent custom bare bones made out of plastic, Leobog kind of changed the game and released a bare bones kit made out of aluminum for just $50. What on earth is happening? Yes, this video is all about the new Leobog Hi75. This is a 75% gasket mounted aluminum bare bones kit. This keyboard is available in various colorways. I opted for the lavender color as I never had a keyboard in this colorway before. So since I have used it for quite some time, I think I can give a proper verdict on this keyboard. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. First, let's talk about the kit a bit. It uses Poron gaskets for mounting and the PCB has south-facing RGB LED with flex cuts. The whole kit comes in assembled and it also has a pre-built variant. The case is made of cast aluminum and is spray painted. At the top left, beside the escape key, there is this nice astronaut badge. And at the bottom, there is this space-themed engraving. It's really a beautiful looking board for sure. At the top right, there is this knob to control the volume and RGB. But this is unlike any rotary knob you have seen before. I'll talk about it later in the video. The knob is used for volume and RGB control. Just hold the button for 3 seconds and it will switch between RGB control and volume control mode. The stock plate is polycarbonate and has IXP sheet and other dampening materials to make the board sound nicer. And judging from the configuration, it's obvious that this board is meant to be talky. So right after getting the board, I did the usual with all the assembled custom kits. Try it and see how it sounds. I don't know what came to my mind, but I just looked for the switch and the keycaps that matches the colorway. So I tried the Boba LT switches and Akko silent keycaps. So yeah, here's a sound test. The stock sound proves a few things. Although the board sounds quite decent, the flex cuts basically leak the sound and make the board overall sound timid. Not that it's not usable in stock, but I think it could have been a lot better. So, to make it better, you need to mod the board, right? But it looks like Leobog doesn't want you to open the board. Let me explain why. So, as I've said earlier, in order to make the board better, I decided to open the board. I thought it was gonna be just a piece of cake like every other board. Boy, I was wrong. Firstly, this screw. Oh my god. These are so bad. I used my own screwdriver set and it got stripped within seconds. They didn't even give you any screwdriver with the kit itself. Secondly, look at the knob. This is unlike your regular knobs. You have to manually take it apart, part by part, like this. And this takes an immense amount of force. Thirdly, the finicky JST cables. They got torn apart while opening the case. So this is a big heads up for you people. Be careful while opening the board and do it at your own risk. So I actually had to send it to an expert to open it. After opening up the board, you can see the board in its full glory. The USB-C is a separate module that is connected and attached to the case. Judging from all the blemishes on the case, it's obvious that this is a cast aluminum board, not a CNC aluminum. Looking further into the PCB, we can see that the hot swap sockets are kale. There are no holes to put in the screen stabs. Okay, now let's fix the board and make it sound great. So at first I did the force break mod to eliminate the ping since the board uses some low quality cases. So for that I've used the tape. Next, I did a single layer of tape mod. This would cover the flex card and give the board a fuller sound. Then I tuned the stock stabilizers through relubing and doing the plumber's mod. Or you can just resort to the best plate mounted stabilizers ever, the Everglade Panda V3. Then I reassembled the PCB. Afterwards, added some polyfill inside of the case and reassembled the board. The board should sound way better now. Here it is. I think everything is fixed now. The board sounds and feel quite better. The board retained its flex along with the deeper sound signature. But however, considering this is a budget keyboard, it's time to try other budget switches and keycaps. So for that, I have tried the GMK Frost clones and KTT wine reds. So let's hear the sound test as well. This combination is really nice. The board sounds quite creamy. I liked it, did you? Now, let's move into the other things about the board. The board has a decent software to customize the RGB and remapping keys. The polling rate is 1000 Hz, like every single board these days. Okay, now let's move on to the final verdict about the kit. It's great to see so many great options, especially the budget aluminum ones coming into the market. Look-wise, the board is great without a doubt. Although the knob does stick like a sore thumb. The aluminum case is a bit of a downer in terms of feel and sound. Stock sound is okay, but it left a lot to be desired, and modding isn't that easy, considering it's a nightmare to open up the board. But if you can do so, you can actually make the board sound quite good. But for many folks, this can be just a plug and play thing. These days, Leobog is also offering this as a pre-built option, so for the newbies, I think that option would be much more better in terms of value. Leobog basically addressed all these issues of Hi75 and made it even better with Leobog Hi8 that comes in with a CNC aluminum case, actual rotary knob, tri-mode connection, and most importantly, the board is now easy to open. I've already did a build stream and the full video is coming later, so make sure to follow my channel. With that, goodbye and have a great day.